cuties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a makeover. What you trying to say, girl? We're going to be doing a makeup routine, not a tutorial. We're gonna be doing makeup, okay? And I'm also going to be telling you guys the real reason why I have been missing from this channel as far as, you know, not being consistent with my vlogs. I'm not my vlogs. Lord have mercy. Clearly my head has been over across the street to my vlog channel, but letting you guys know kind of just why I haven't been consistent with the hauls and the fashions and things like that, and now trying to get back into the swing of being consistent on this channel. I am going to be doing my makeup in the process. I feel like I have not done my makeup in so long, which is kind of freeing because even though I love makeup, and I'm not gonna say I love makeup, let me not lie. I like makeup. I love the way that it turns out and looks on people, but the process of putting makeup, sometimes it really just disturbs me from even wanting to post a vlog or do a vlog because, I mean, not a vlog, oh my god, makes me not attracted, okay, to the idea of doing a haul because I gotta do all this, you know, gotta put all my zhuzh on. And a lot of times I don't feel like doing all that. I just want to click, turn on the camera, record, and go home. Well, I'm already at home, but you know what I mean. Disclaimer, if you guys hear the lawnmowers, the landscaping people are outside. Okay, so sorry. Your girl has been, you know, just going through a lot of things. The crazy and funny thing is that I posted a vlog this morning and it was titled, I had a nervous breakdown. Because your girl was just going through it. So I've mentioned on here a couple times that, you know, my son moved to he moved to Georgia with his dad. It has been a month now that he has been there with his dad, and you know, things are going good, things are okay. You know, I miss my son a lot. I did not think that I was going to miss him the way that I do. But I really miss my son. You know, he's the firstborn. So, you know, if you were one of those parents where parenthood was kind of a struggle for you with the first child, then you know those trials and tribulations and emotions and connections that you went through with the child. Not directly with the child, but the child was there while you were going through life, right? That's my son. Like, he went through, he was good, he was taken care of, he never went without, but you remember those moments of when you and your child was in your first apartment and you didn't have everything that y'all needed, and you know, food was low and it was kind of hard, you know, keeping groceries in the house and paying a bill. Like, you know who was there and around when you went through those certain times of your life. And so, you know, that was my son. You know, he experienced all that with me, and so to have him gone and not here, it's just like, oh my god, my son is gone. Like, where's the baby? But you know, I've been dealing with that a little bit. For the most part, it's good. Like, you know, it's just something, my emotions that I have to, you know, just conquer and get over. But I still think it was a great decision, you know, for him and his dad to finally get that bonding father time. You know, it's great for his dad to now take over, okay, and be the parent. So all in all, you know, it was a great decision and I don't regret it. It's just me, you know, having to get used to the new normal, you know. My daughter has been a major reason as to why I just calmed down here on this channel and had to focus on her, because if you guys don't know, my daughter was diagnosed with an autism disorder. She was diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. This is a video in case you guys are interested. The link will be down in the description box and you can watch the full video. I'm not going to go into detail, but you know, I knew there was something going on and I had to figure it out. And so I figured it out, and lo and behold, you know, it was something that I wasn't expecting, but you know, here we are. And so because of her disorder and some of the things that she experienced, it's very you know, hard mentally and emotionally for me, and having to deal with her. She's a lot. She's a whole lot. And so, you know, there's a lot of things that I have to figure out. There's a lot of things that I have to put in place that I don't know how I'm going to do so. There's programs and stuff that I have to get her into. that I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that without it affecting, you know, my work, my job. I'm a single mother, and you know, everything is solely on me. You know, that's one of the reasons why I am happy that my son is with his dad, because that takes, you know, a little bit of the load off me, even though, you know, I'm still a mom, and I'm always going to be a mom, and I'm always going to make sure he's good and check on him, and, you know, send money every now and then, you know, for little things that he may want or whatever. But you know, the big bulk of the things, that's his dad now. Okay, which is exciting for me, because that's less, you know, that's more money in my pocket. But you know, still, it's just a lot of things that I still have to figure out, and things that I have to put in place, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. And you know, I don't get help from, you know, her dad never met her, don't care to meet her, don't care to be a part of her life. So you know, it's just a lot of things that emotionally and physically, you know, I'm going through. And if you guys watched my last video when I did my skincare routine, I was talking about how I don't have the time to really invest in myself, because I'm so worried about everything else. I don't have the time to care about other stuff. I really don't. Even though I should, and I need to make that time, because ultimately, if I'm not healthy and if I'm not okay, then nothing's gonna get done. But I mean, it's the honest to God truth. Like, it's a lot. And I've been going through it mentally and emotionally. Financially, I am in a way better place than what I was 3 years ago. And I talk about that a lot on my vlog channel, that I am in just a much better place. But, you know, and I think I told you guys briefly, my mom and my brother moved out. So I am, you know, here, you know, by myself, and me and my daughter, which is great. I love it. I really do. It brings me so much joy. But guess what? A lot of that joy comes with bills, and a lot of those bills are now on me. And I live in Texas. It's not cheap, okay? So, you know, now that responsibility is all on me, and I do not want to go back to being broke. I don't want to go back to not being able to know how I'm going to pay my bills. I don't want to go back to not knowing where I'm going to get the money for this or that from. And I just feel like if I don't get a hold of it now, slowly but surely, it's going to lead down that path. And I'm trying to stop it before it does. So I'm thinking of all different kind of ways and things to do, you know, to avoid that. If I, you know, getting second jobs and, you know, doing side hustles. I was the queen of getting a side hustle. Listen, you can ask my family. The one thing she gonna do, honey, she gonna work. And she gonna work as many jobs as she needs to make her money, okay? Because that's what I have to do. I'm the sole, you know, provider in this. And so, well, not now, you know, according, you know, when my son and my son's father, but I was, you know, prior to him going down there, I was a sole provider. And so I had to do all of that. And it's just been really hard on me mentally, and trying to figure out how I'm going to do all of this. This channel over here is not cheap. You know, I started off doing a lot of hauls, and those hauls cost, okay? Even though there are some brands that I do have collaborations with, and they send me items and stuff to promote and stuff, which is wonderful, but I don't have a lot of collaborations like that. So a good 90% of the things that you see me post are things that I'm spending my money on. And to be able to continue with fall content with several videos out the week, that means I have to constantly be rotating in orders of spending money. I can't do that now. You know, I can't really do that now, because I got a lot more expenses on my plate. So that's why I started to introduce, you know, other things on this channel to keep, you know, the content going, and keep this channel rotating and keep it on the go, but that still incorporates beauty and, you know, being a plus size woman, and the things that, you know, I myself may go through as a plus size woman in beauty, so that, you know, this channel just doesn't go dead, you know. So it's been a lot, and it's difficult. Oh, I forgot to do, this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer that I'm using to outline my eyebrows and stuff. Hold on for this. I think I kind of, listen, your girl's a little rusty, okay? She's a little rusty. So we're gonna see if I'm doing this right, because I don't even know if I am, because I have not done this in a while. Listen, I love a good eyebrow, I really do, okay? One of the things I love about a face is a good eyebrow and a good lash. But baby, doing your eyebrows, oh Lord, that can be one of the most time-consuming things. It really is just doing your eyebrows. And it, depending on what kind of eyeshadow and kind of eye look you're going for, really the most time-consuming part is your eyebrows. It really is. Because for me, like once I'm done with my eyebrows, everything else, it doesn't take that long. It's just trying to get your eyebrows right and together. We just don't have to leave it like that. It was one tip I seen this girl do. When she did the top, like when she, you know, outlined her eyebrows, she would use her regular, not mascara, what is it? Your, why can I not think of the name? I can never think of names and stuff of what I want to say on here. I don't know what it's about this channel, me not remembering names and things I want to say. Foundation. She used the top of her outlining. She used her foundation. That way, when you, because if you use like a lighter color, like this Pro Concealer is somewhat closer to my complexion, but it's not. It's actually lighter. Let me just stop. It's lighter. But if you don't outline and you don't shade in the concealer correctly, or shade it in enough, or blend it in enough, I should say, you're going to see like a white lining. And if you guys have, like, may see some girls who you can tell, you know, when they outline their eyebrows or whatever, and you can see the light part, they didn't blend it in good enough. And so she was using her own, you know, foundation, because it goes along with her skin tone, and she used the top for her foundation and then used like whatever lighter color to get that like highlight underneath her brow bone. So I thought that was really cool. I did that before, and I did it a couple times, but I'm out of touch, so I didn't remember to do it this time, and now I already got it on here, so whatever. But that's a really good tip if you guys are interested or care about that. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, it's just it's a lot, and you know, this channel is costly, and I'm monetized on this channel. I've been monetized on this channel for I got mine last year. Yeah, so a good year and some change. Let me see. I think it was like April 17th, because I remember the date. Because I had like a whole timeline in my head. April 17th, I believe, is when I completed like my 4,000 watch hours. I had already had my 1,000 subscribers. And so April 17th, 2022 was the day that I got the 4,000. I remember I was so excited, everything. When I got done filling out the paperwork and the tax information and stuff, and I got monetized, I want to say it was like maybe May, June-ish is when I officially became monetized, where I can actually click, you know what I'm saying, that on button. And so, you know, so I'm monetized on this channel, but if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not making a lot of money. And part of that is my fault, because you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent on YouTube. I'm still figuring out a lot about YouTube, don't get me wrong. But the one major part is you have to be in their algorithm. And if you're not posting, they're not going to think to push your stuff through, because there's nothing there to push. I have seen the difference. When I first started this channel, I was going hard. We was in a pandemic, so I had no choice but to record. I was going hard. We had all that extra money they was giving us, so I was ordering back to back. I was posting, like, if y'all remember, I was posting like 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, okay? And I non-stop, I would record. I told y'all this, I was recording on Fridays. Fridays were my days off. I was recording every Friday, and you know, I made sure that I had a video posted. And so I got burnt out. And I, you know, kind of fell back and said, listen, you know, you're not enjoying none of your days off. You always doing something. So you got to pull back. And that's when I started to think of different things that I can add to this channel that may not necessarily be hauls per se. That's when I started doing the lookbook. I don't know what I call it on here, but I started doing like a little lookbook where it dedicated to one particular look. And so it wouldn't, because I was recording all day. Like I would start recording once I did my makeup, and that's why I said doing my makeup, it was time consuming. It just really made me not attracted to the idea of doing the hauls, because it took me like an hour and a half to do my makeup, and then I gotta do my hair and then record. It's hot. Like, it's a lot. If you guys think content creating is just turning on the camera and talking, no. If you are a true content creator, this is work. It really is. You have to have a passion for it to feel like a dream to you. But at the end of the day, honey, this is work. I don't have assistants. I don't have nobody set up the camera for me. I don't have anybody doing, I gotta get the right angles. I gotta change, make sure this, like, that's a lot of work, okay? And then you gotta put up the equipment, okay? And then, you know, making sure angles and stuff is right. I gotta get the clothes out. I gotta do my hair. I don't have no hairstylists. I don't have makeup art. I gotta do all of that. Then press record. Then you gotta edit. I have no editors. Don't get me wrong. All of this stuff I don't mind doing, because this is what I feel is my calling and I love to do it. However, it's work. If you think that content creating is just turning on the camera and y'all don't really work, we do, okay? Editing, I did not know nothing about editing. I knew nothing about editing a computer. What? I knew nothing about editing. I did all of this stuff from the ground up. When I tell you everything that I'm doing, and it's not the best, and I've upgraded. Now I'm gonna toot my own horn just a little bit. I have definitely upgraded as I've, you know, I progressed, you know, so I'm very proud of myself. But I started from $100 camera, okay, and a janky backdrop, and was recording in my living room. If you go back to my old videos, yes, listen, I did it by any means necessary. My baby was a baby. She was sleeping in her crib a couple months. I was recording while she was napping, okay? In my living room with a crazy background. You see my TV and stuff, all in, you know, well, you still see my TV in these videos, but, you know, it was just, I see the progression, right? And I took this serious. And so each time that I could, I tried to elevate myself and progress to the next level. So I had nothing but time to do all that stuff. But then when I started working, and when I started working and I moved here, I started working again, I was still pushing out 3 videos. I was still ordering stuff. But then, you know, it was just, I was getting burnt out, and then I stopped. And then the other ideas that I had for this channel, that stopped. Or, you know, I'll put a halt to that. And then and in life, and it was just like, okay, so that's why the videos kind of stopped and I wasn't posting as much, because so many things was happening, or I didn't have the money to constantly rotate, you know, ordering stuff, you know. So it was just a lot, and it still is a lot. And that's why at first I was actually going to do the DIY for this room. I was going to do on my vlog channel, but I was like, Simone, it only makes sense. This is a content room. This is for your primary content of your fashion channel. Why not put all this on your fashion channel and start putting more videos on your fashion channel? Duh. So I did, and I'm glad I made that choice. And now it motivates me to make more videos like I'm doing this right now, you know. It's not a haul. It's not another video about my content room, but it's a video, you know, for beauty and, you know, things that is dedicated to being a plus size fashionable woman. I like makeup. I'm doing makeup. I want to sit and talk to y'all, and here we are, okay? So, you know, it's just, it takes a lot, and, you know, you have to be a very creative person, and you have to really think outside the box for this stuff to work, or it's not. And so I was just like, listen, I need to take some time, and I'm not gonna hold you. I really actually enjoyed not posting. I really did. I really enjoyed not having to worry about this channel. And if I'm gonna be really honest, I can't wait till I get my vlog channel monetized, because I'm over there all the time. Like, I ain't got no problem dishing out videos over there, because it's more organic. It's easier. You know, all I have to do is just talk about my real life, and you know, I do cooking videos and cleaning videos, and you know, daily vlogs if I can, and it's easier for me to operate that channel. You know, here you have to be strategic in what you're going to post and what you're going to talk about, and it has to be, it's going to be a specific point of that video. This particular point of this video is me talking about why I have not been posting, and also doing my makeup in front of you as I'm talking. So there I can go from going to the grocery store to making something at home to wiping down, you know, the kitchen or the bathroom to doing some, I mean, I can just record whatever I'm doing, So it's easier to create those kind of videos. Is my eyebrows, I don't know, I can't really tell if they're like, they look good, whatever. See, it took me about a good 25 minutes to do my eyebrows. If I wasn't talking, I probably could have narrowed it down to 15. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna start doing the eyeshadow. I am really thinking of like some color. I have not done color in a very long time. Usually when I do my videos, I do something just really basic, and the color may come in my lips. You know, I may do like a nice color lip, but I'm actually thinking about doing a nice color eyebrow. I mean, a nice color eyeshadow. I just don't know what. Okay, trust the process. Okay, so I decided to do, at first I was going to do orange. It just looks so light. I don't know if you guys can really see the colors, but I decided to do, I was gonna do orange, and then I was like, oh, let me do like a sunset type of look. So I did orange in the corner and yellow in the creases. No, I'm sorry, orange in the corner and yellow in the inner corners or whatever. I'm not done, but just trust the process, right? Because this is when like people be like, oh my God, like, ooh. But you gotta trust the process, okay? I'm just experimenting, just experimenting. I'm using my Juvia, the Zuli by Juvia's Place or palette. Juvia's Place, I think. But anyway, I'm using this, there you go. I'm using this palette, and I'm using the orange here and the yellow. It looks, I don't know if it's the lighting, probably it's gonna look better once I edit this, but I'm just going with the flow, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow. I just wanted something different, and yeah. Also, if you guys are not following me on my TikTok, you should, because that's where I'm going to be doing this transformation. And, you know, just uploading some other kind of, you know, different content or whatever. I have been really enjoying on my TikTok just uploading, you know, things that are not primarily fashion, just, you know, funny TikTok videos. But I'm like, okay, girl, you got to get back into the swing of things, okay? Because ultimately, your niche is fashion. So let's go, girl. My job is always working my nerve. I'm very, very blessed, and I always say this, and I will never, you know, not give God, you know, the kudos and the blessings and the I will never not give God his recognition for the things that he has done and allowed me to have in my life. And that's including me having this job. I've been at this job, it'll be 3 years in September. So I had this job when the pandemic was going on. And so I am very, truly blessed. I really, really am. It's just things that I wish, you know, happened differently in my life. But this job, I tell you, I feel like they more so want to get rid of you than keep you. And so it's just, I'm on like eggshells all the time, because I feel like even though I'm one of their top performers, okay, I'm one of their top performers on my team, and just, you know, I'm looked at as, you know, some type of leader, which I don't even want the responsibility. But sometimes, you know, a lot of them look at me as this leader and a person who knows her stuff. So I'm a good performer and I'm one of the top performers, but still, like, I'm on eggshells because anything they try to get you on, you know, you don't know if they're trying to get you out the door. So it's really nerve-wracking. I don't like to feel like that when I'm working. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is first I'm going to take this little, I don't know what kind of brush this is, I don't know. I'm just gonna take this little bitty brush and I'm gonna blend the two colors together in the middle so that it looks somewhat cohesive. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, so I'm really bad at this. Again, I am not a makeup guru, and I've always said that. I just share, you know, a few things of mine. But, I mean, you know, that I either learn or things that I do. But the first thing that I did was from my understanding, this is something I learned, I put on some white base eyeshadow. Or I think you can do some like white concealer or like really light concealer. But I put on a white eyeshadow base because when you want your colors to pop, you have to put a white base. And I found this out a long time ago because it took me a long time to understand. When I would use bright colors like this, it did not show up on my eyeshadow like that. I'm like, why does it look so dull? This is a really bright orange or a really bright yellow. Like, what the heck? And then I was watching this girl's video and she said, you know, you have to put some type of white or light base so that the color, when you put the eyeshadow on top of it, it pops. I'm like, oh, that's the trick. And I've done it and I'm not doing something right. I'm not doing something right, y'all. So this is still not showing up the way that I want it. I can absolutely still see that it's yellow and orange, but when I just tried to blend this in, it looked like it came off. So I don't understand. Again, I'm not a makeup guru. I'm not a makeup artist or professional. I'm just doing what I feel like I'm learning. Oh, did I get some of that in my eye? I think that's some of that in my eye. Oh God. All right, anyway. I'm just gonna roll with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Okay, I'm just gonna maybe put some orange on here and blend it. So at least when I blend it, it blends orange and not the white. Oops. Oh God, see, this is what takes forever. This is why I don't even. Doing all this, oh, I would never do this. I'm not posting a haul. I'm not recording a haul today, but I am going to do some reels and TikToks. And I would definitely not be doing this for no haul. Because if I had to do all this for a haul, you wouldn't even get the haul. Because at this point, I'm tired. And I'm ready to stop. Speaking of tired, they offered overtime at my job. And they're offering overtime up until the 1st because it's the end of the month. And I work for a credit card company. And so everybody's trying to pay the bill. So usually they offer overtime around this time. And this happened to me last weekend where it was like, oh my God, I really need to take advantage of this overtime. Because that's the crazy thing about this job. Even though this job really frustrates me, they used to offer heck overtime. They used to offer so much overtime. When I tell you I was racking in them hours, I was working like 100, 115, 120 hours a paycheck. I was racking it up. And I guess they feel like people were taking advantage. Of course they would. But I guess the requirements with, you know, doing that, people were not, you know, they weren't taking advantage of it. I mean, they were doing things they weren't supposed to be doing, I guess. And so it kind of messed up for everybody. But I was like, man, like, you know, so they only really offer overtime when it's, you know, the beginning or end of the month. And so I'm like, I really need to take advantage, but a girl is tired, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I could be doing something else or trying to spend that time with my daughter or something. And I become conflicted because I'm like, you know, I really need the extra money, but there's other things I need to be taken care of. Like my boss, she texted me today and I'm not working today because they changed my schedule for the end of the month. So today in real time is Tuesday, the 29th. and normally I work, but they have me off today. But she texted me and said they have overtime if I wanted to do it. And immediately I was like, okay, cool, I can just go clock. That's another thing about working from home. I can just go clock in, roll over and go clock in. But I'm like, no, I was supposed to record today. I'm supposed to be doing this today. And I start, you know, becoming conflicted, like, okay, I need to be making this money, but then I need to be trying to be consistent and start posting. So, you know, it's just, I tell you, it's a lot. It's just like, man, I'm trying to make the best decisions and do the right things, you know? And ultimately, I feel like the effort that I'm putting into both of my YouTube channels is going to pay off in the future. Right now, it may feel like I'm just wasting money by buying all these things, you know, for my channel and, you know, doing all this stuff. But in the long run, what I'm doing is going to set me up for that. And that means I'm gonna have to spend money and I'm gonna have to sacrifice some things, or, I mean, not necessarily sacrifice, but what I could save my money for, I may need to spend it on some things. Like this room and all these things that I'm doing, I initially wanted to make the money back from my website and selling my clothes and the monetization that I get on here and things like that. And the other little things that I've signed, I have an Amazon storefront, so I make a little commission off that. And so ultimately I wanted to get those earnings to do this room. But those earnings are not coming in and are not paying as much as I need them to pay to afford this room. So I had to, you know, kind of go a little bit into my own money to do this room. And I feel bad about it, but I'm like, listen, you got to do what you got to do to get the results you want. And if that means that I have to spend my own money and not the money that I've earned from my, you know, different streams of other income from, you know, content creating and streaming, not streaming platforms, but you know what I mean. If I'm not able to wait to use that money, because if I was gonna wait to use those money, that money from those other incomes that I have, which is not many, but if I was waiting, this room would never be done. This room would never be done because I don't make that much at all. And I really wanted to do this room. I really wanted to get into this room so I can start content, so I can start creating like I am and start making money off this damn channel. Excuse my language, but that's the whole point. I mean, yes, I do love talking to you guys and I do love making videos, but if somebody says they're on YouTube and they don't really care about getting paid, they're lying, okay? One of the big perks about being on YouTube is you getting paid for it. And so here I have this monetized channel and I'm not really monetizing it the way that I should. I worked hard to get to the monetization, and now that I got it, this is when you really start busting your butt, you know? Like they say, once you get to that point and whatever you're trying to get to, the hustle don't stop. That's when you need to hustle even more. And so I'm like, okay, you got to utilize you have to utilize, you know, what you have and what you got going on. So I say all that to say, y'all, I don't even know which quarter. Oh, okay. I say all that to say it's a lot going on. That's what I gotta say. It's a lot going on. Which I did a whole lot. Completed the eyeshadow, put on my lashes, which are by My Lash Line Luxurious Lashes. These are the Sabrina, well, it's empty, but this is Sabrina. If you guys are interested, please go ahead and go to my website, monescurvycloset.com, and get you a pair of lashes. But I did all that. The eyeliner, that's why I said trust the process, okay? because it may look a little janky in the beginning, but just trust the process, okay? So it looks good. It definitely is giving me that sunset vibe. I cleaned it up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can really tell or see. I hope that you can. But yeah, so let me go ahead and finish. I did the foundation. In case you guys are interested, I use my regular, where is my eyeliner? Where is my eyeliner? I need to get some more. Where's my eyeliner? I don't know. It's, oh, e.l.f. regular. I like to use the liquid eyeliner. To me, it works the best. It is so much easier to, more easy to, you know, use and flick, and I don't like to use a pencil. Who still uses pencil anyway? But here's a pen though. This is from Il Makiage. I think they gave me this when I ordered the foundation, I think. But this is another eyelining pencil. It's a little bit liquid, but it has a very sharp, sharp pen. It goes on really good. The sharpness of the pen, it goes on very well. It's very darkened. I do like that part, but I'm just still, I'm just still this kind of girl. So I started off with this, and I finished up with the e.l.f. What else? My foundation that I used, did I put it back? Hold on. I used NARS. I used the NARS foundation. This is the, I don't know how to pronounce it, MACAO. This is my shade. And then, I don't know, it's just something about, when I first started using this, I was actually looking to see what foundation gives me full coverage. When I realized NARS did, I was so ecstatic. Oh my God, I was looking for a foundation where I did not have to use liquid foundation and then follow up with powder, pressed powder. But it's just something about adding a pressed powder for me just gives me more security. So I use this, but I also had to follow up with my pressed powder. I just actually started using pressed powder again behind my foundation. Maybe the last or second to last time I did my makeup, because I don't know, it wasn't giving me that coverage anymore. I don't know. And also it could be, again, this is why it's important to take care of your skin. It could be because of my skin and me not taking care of my skin, and the bumps, or the, not the bumps, but the moles and the, how can I say, the blemishes and things like that that's showing on my face is what causing it not to give that smooth airbrush look. So it could just be me not taking care of my skin, and therefore it's bleeding through the foundation and not giving the look that it's supposed to give. So it could be a combination of things, but in order for me to get this look, this airbrush look, I had to follow up. This is by Revlon. This is not really my shade. It's a 375 Toffee, like coffee with toffee. But this is I thought it was my shade when I was in the store, but when I got home it was a little bit lighter, but you know, it still did the trick. So anyway, so we did all that. Now we're about to apply the highlight and stuff, like, not highlight, but you know, all that good stuff. Let me see. I am always, as usual, pressed for time because I want to do this content, and then I still want to work, but I got to get I'm probably going to start overtime after I pick up my daughter and get her together and get her settled and just do the overtime. But I want to do enough hours, which means I need to start early. And I always tell myself I'm gonna get up, drop my daughter off really early, and get a fresh start so that I can either chill the rest of the day before I pick her up, or do some last minute things I want to do before I pick her up. I always end up rushing and running into having to pick her up right after I'm done recording. I just can never just be on time, y'all. Does anybody else have that problem? You can never just be on time. I am always rushing, okay? As they say, I'm gonna be late for my own funeral, okay? I'm just always rushing. I try to give myself enough time, but I'm still always rushing. Okay, so I put that on, and then I like to use this. I'm very bad at cleaning my brushes and sponges. That can also be another reason, because when stuff is dirty, it's messing up my face. I'm just being honest. I know I'm not the only girl out there who don't clean her brushes the way she's supposed to, okay? But put this on here. This is my matte finishing setting spray, but I put it on the sponge, and then I just dab in the concealer. From what I was told, this is what makes the highlight and stuff stick and stay onto your face. So that's what the girls say. That's what the beauty gurus say. So I'm gonna trust them. And thus far, it has not done me wrong. So they must know what they're talking about. I'm done, guys. What do you guys think? And my lack of edges. You guys think I look pretty? I think I did a good job. Your girl still got her skills, honey. She still got her skills, hunty. I look cute. The sucky part is I did all of this. It's gonna take me to probably record about a good 35 minutes, and I'm done. So it took me 7 hours to do all this for 35 minutes. Anyway, all right. So, you guys want to see my hair, baby? I did just get it done. Let me clean up this stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put up my stuff. So let me just do this hair really quick. You guys know I just got my hair done on last Friday. Today is Tuesday, so a couple days ago. And somebody asked me, one of my good girls on here asked me what color my hair was. And in case anybody wants to know, anybody else want to know, this is a red copper blonde. Is what my hairstylist said. Ooh, that thing's still flicking, honey. See how scarce or scarce my edges are? It's okay though. It's okay. It's okay, sweetie. Well, this color looks good on me though. Like, I remember I was telling y'all, like, I never used to do color or nothing. And I just want my color. I feel different. I feel, you know, just the modern day girl. All right, so what I use, typically I use gel to gel down my edges. But when I first get mine, like the first week or so when I get my hair done, I don't want to use gel because gel then it just not frizzes up, but kind of frizz up your edges along the way, you know, throughout as the days go on. So I don't want to use gel until like I really start to need to use it, and the freshness of my hair, you know, has gone away, you know. Right now my hair is still fresh. So I'm going to use this Balm hair wax stick from, oh, I think it's the Balm collection. It says She Is Balm collection hair wax stick. So I'm going to use this. Kind of. Now the only thing I don't really like about this is that it doesn't stay waxed down to your hair for a long time, because this wax actually tends to frizz up too. It doesn't stay, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like really slick edges. That's just always been a thing for me. Like, and it's no disrespect, but to people who have like locks and stuff, I don't see how y'all do it when you can go like weeks or months without getting your hair retwisted and get that freshness. Like, it just be, you know, all the new growth. Ooh, that would just hurt me, honey. I have to have slick edges. I really do. When I'm like going out or doing something and I'm doing my hair, I have to have slick edges. I'm sorry. You know, people who are natural, whatever, listen, kudos to you. Like, that's no disrespect. But honey, I gotta have some slick edges. I really do. I cannot just, whew. These things got to be slick, honey, okay? Because ain't nobody got time for no rough edges. Okay. This is as far as we gonna get. And she done. What y'all think? Okay guys, so that's all that I have for y'all. Do you like? Comment down below, let me know what you think. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my conversation. If you want to know more in depth, like I always say, I am always across the street over on my vlog channel. So if you want to know more in depth about my everyday life and things that I do, I'm telling you, I really go in depth and express myself over on my vlog channel. I just posted a video today saying I had a nervous breakdown, and listen, snot nose and everything was coming out, okay? Because I like to keep it real. What I like to emphasize on my channels is that I'm sharing my experiences and my personal thoughts and life experiences with you guys as a normal person. I don't like to be on here, you know, fake pumping it or pump faking, however they say, and just acting like life is great and, you know, I don't go through anything. And I also want to be able to be relatable and maybe share some light or shed some light on someone that may be going through something, the exact same thing, and they thought they was the only person that was going through it, or they felt alone. So I'm sharing my real genuine experiences, from the good, the bad, the ugly, the glitz and glam, the basic, the natural, the, you know, whatever. I'm just being me, and I'm sharing who I am and my trials and tribulations. There are things that I absolutely do keep private, but for the most part, I just like to let you guys know, listen, I'm just like you. I'm here. Some things I may not know either. Some things I may not have experienced either. Some things at my age, or the type of woman, or the size, or the education, whatever, you are not alone, okay? And that's what I just like to tell my people. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will be back with another one, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.